The Ministry of Defence, Rajnath Singh, yesterday speaking to the media, called Pakistan a rogue state and an irresponsible nuclear power. Making this statement, he also called for international supervision of Pakistan's nuclear weapons. In fact, he precisely asked for International Atomic Energy Agency's supervision over Pakistan's nuclear facilities. The reason for this statement from the Ministry of Defense is very clear. That is, Pakistan is the nation which supports non-state actors. And along with non-state actors, Pakistan is in the process of becoming a failed state. Because of which reason, if the nuclear weapons which are present with Pakistan falls into the hands of terrorists, it is not only going to be a threat to India, but it is also going to become a threat to the entire world. And if we observe, Pakistan has traditionally ensured its security despite conducting numerous terrorist acts in India, primarily because it used to resort to nuclear blackmail. But the Indian government through Operation Sindoor has clearly shown to the world that nuclear blackmail is not going to work with India. If we look at the nuclear arsenal of Pakistan, Pakistan currently, according to various intelligence reports, contains or has 165 to 175 warheads. And if you observe Pakistan, Pakistan became a nuclear state in the year 1998. Just immediately after India conducted its nuclear testing, Pakistan also went for nuclear testing. And the uniqueness of Pakistan is it has, see, our doctrine, Indian doctrine is credible minimum deterrence. Whereas Pakistan follows a doctrine which is called as a full spectrum deterrence. It means that it has classified its nuclear weapons into three categories, wherein one category of nuclear weapons are in fact are of very high capability and high power, so which can even destroy the cities. Okay, these are usually called as the large nuclear weapons of Pakistan. Then the second category of the nuclear weapons are the strategic nuclear weapons or operational nuclear weapons, and these operational nuclear weapons are mid-range nuclear weapons. Whereas the third category nuclear weapons of Pakistan are called as tactical nuclear weapons. In fact, it said that if India in any fashion attacks Pakistan, it is going to exercise the nuclear option. That is the reason why they have full spectrum deterrence concept, and in the full spectrum deterrence, there are three categories of nuclear weapons. Now, if you understand this very clearly, this is what is called as also called as deterrence by denial. And a deterrence by denial means they will not permit any attack on Pakistani soil by escalating the conflict into a nuclear conflict. That is the plan of Pakistan. And along with that, Pakistan also did not proclaim any no first use policy. It means that India has a no first use policy, which means that we cannot or we will not use nuclear weapons against conventional threat to our security. But Pakistan doesn't have this no first use policy, which means that it will resort to nuclear defense whenever it wants to. Then over and above this, one more important aspect that you need to understand is there is high possibility of the nuclear facilities and nuclear weapons in a failed state like Pakistan to fall into the hands of the terrorists and lead to a problem of nuclear terrorism. In fact, the world was very well aware about this problem. That is the reason why United Nations Security Council also, through a resolution called 1540 resolution, has said that all the states or all the member states of UN should take special safeguards to stop weapons of mass destruction falling into the hands of non-state actors. And along with that, we also know the history of Pakistan's nuclear proliferation. In fact, there was a rogue proliferation by A.Q. Khan, who was a nuclear scientist in Pakistan, who traded the nuclear secrets and the nuclear weapon making mechanisms to Iran and North Korea, which means that across the world today, the reason for nuclear proliferation lies in Pakistan. Then over and above this, one more important aspect about Pakistan is, in fact, if you look at it, Pakistan is the only declared Islamic state in the world with in possession of a nuclear weapon. At one point of time, they used to call their own nuclear weapons as Sunni bomb too, and this is one unique thing. Even though there are many powerful Islamic countries like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, none of them have any nuclear weapons except for Pakistan. Then over and above this, if you observe the South Asian region, usually the Western academia and the Western media call the South Asian region as a nuclear flashpoint. The reason for this is three nuclear powered states border or share borders with each other and have traditional conflicts against each other only in South Asian region. Nowhere else in the world, three nuclear powered states share boundaries with each other. This is a very, very unique problem, and there is high possibility that any conventional warfare in between these three countries get translated into a nuclear war. That is the reason why the region is usually called as a nuclear flashpoint. So what we need to understand is there is a high chance that in Pakistan the nuclear weapons might fall into the wrong hands. That is the reason why there is a definite need for international supervision over Pakistan's nuclear facility. Our Ministry of Defense was very clear, but Pakistan immediately countered the statement of Ministry of Defense saying that in India there is nuclear black marketing which is happening, but without any proof. These were just baseless allegations that he made. But definitely in case of Pakistan, there is a need for us to take extra effort to take out the nuclear weapons from the control of the state and non-state agencies in Pakistan. Thank you.